Should be all set. Okay, yes, we are live. It's all good. And it's kind of nice to come back to Satisfactory. Played it, what was it, like a couple weeks ago, I think? I forget how long ago it was, because I know I did 2 Terraria streams, and I did the Smash Ultimate. I think I did Satisfactory before that. But yeah, I still like this game. It's so chill, it's so relaxing, not stressful. They did a great job with it. I should say, are doing a great job with it. When you get a water bottle with one of those flip-top drinking straws, but it doesn't actually have the straw inside. Hello, Redbird. How's it going? Yes. I'm on mobile with no audio, so adios. All right. Guess I'll wave. Yes. My goal today is I got to finish off the space elevator so I can reach the next tier of production. So I have to build an adaptive control unit factory, which is going to be utterly massive. So that's my goal. It's because for part of it you have to make oil, and which turns into rubber and plastic. But for that I decided I wanted to fully max out production just to see how things would go, just to try it. Adios. I see see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, I decided to max out a pure oil node for all of the oil and plastic and rubber I could do, and then we're gonna turn all the offshoot of that into turbo fuel and burn that all. But looking at this factory and looking at how big this thing's actually going to be, I'm starting to realize that this is going to be like the biggest factory I have built so far. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right. Let's get going, though, I guess. So let's do this. We're going to be playing more of this. Let me show you guys. I don't know what I think last time I tried. Oh yeah, last time I set up a turbo fuel factory on YouTube. Meanwhile on DSP, factory size star cluster. What is DSP? Yeah. But let me show you what changes I've done since that YouTube stream. It's been a few. Dyson Sphere program. Sponsored by Dyson Vacuums. Yeah, I have since done a secondary whatever turbo fuel factory. I have got my computers all made, which I think I had last time. Oh yeah, this is where I took the screenshot for the thumbnail. Or I tried to. Okay, they were very low quality dogs. There they go. But yeah, since that time I bought the statue here. I'm working towards another one. I might actually have one ready here. Let me see. I forget how many coupons I have. Oh, look at that. We can buy another statue. I'm definitely doing that real quick. I bought everything I need. Let me turn down the desktop audio a little bit. Okay. And there we go. We now have the silver statue. But yeah, this factory I haven't really changed much. I just upped the Caterium production over there. Even though I don't have a use for it, I'm just sinking it all immediately. Kind of a nice thing just to have constant points. So let's drop this here, and I want this guy to be right here. There we go. Let's see, there's that. Yeah, we now have the silver statue, we have the bronze. I now need, I think, 150 points to get the gold statue, which is going to take a very long time. Hello, Piney Robot. How's it going? Yeah, I need... How many points for the gold? Yeah, 150 points for the gold statue. My hope is to buy all statues at some point, though I'm definitely going to have to start doing some uranium production for that. DSP also has some epic music. Nice. I'll have to look into that. So, yeah, my current factory right now, this is where I started, so this is my like home factory here. Up here is where my my computer and adaptive control unit farm is going to be. So, where was it? I had a coal factory up here somewhere. I think this is it. Yeah, right up here, around here is my coal factory. For one of my early power things, here's my computer factory over here. So now I'm putting my adaptive control over here. Good, how about me? I'm doing all right. I'm always excited to play this game. Yeah, there's my motor. So I have actually taken over a large portion of the map so far. I mean, there's a lot of map left to go before we turn it all into a factory. But we're getting there. Okay. So let me go out and see what I need. Let me go grab some copper sheets too. I think I need some. Yeah, I need some. I only got 14. Okay. I should probably get a better way to get copper sheets than this, but I'm lazy. So let me head out to my let me head out to my area that I need to get to, and we'll show you guys what I'm working with so far. Could run the Explorer out there, but I don't feel like building it right now. Yeah. How did everybody's spring break go? I think everybody's done with it now. I think everybody's pretty much done. Okay. Yeah, up here was one of the early coal things that I did for producing iron way down there. There's one of my coal factories. Spring break. Yep. Yeah. I know you're American. I know you got spring break. Okay. I know there's a big spider around here somewhere. I kind of like to kill him for the points, but I don't know where he is. Had not a break, you think? Really? I thought that was like kind of a thing. It was like the thing. I'm sure not every school does it, but every school I've been to has done it. And I've been to a few. It's always a week off, about this time really, where it's just a week off. Everybody gets a week to collect themselves, get back on their feet. And this is like the first big break since Christmas time. Okay, so yeah, here's my quartz production. I also set up a crystal oscillator factory, which I'm sure I'll be happy to have later. The building is pretty, but then I decided to just belt everything in here. So let me show you what we're looking at here. Yeah, here goes all my crystals. Oop, autosave lag. Hold on, let me pick a recipe. Crystal computer. Yeah, that one might be nice. Usually end of third quarter too. Yeah. Just do that one. No more hard drives to scan. Yeah, crystal oscillating factory here. Let me see how many we got, actually. I haven't checked this in a hot second. So, a little over 100. It's not a fast production, but just having it idly running is kind of nice, running in the background, so I don't have to worry about it or anything. But yeah, these manufacturers go slow. You didn't get it or don't remember it. You probably got it. I think most people do. Okay, and then way out there is where my oil production is. It's for the start of the adaptive control unit. So let's just head on out there. I haven't actually built in this part of the map in my previous playthrough. I just kind of ran through here, but I didn't do much with it. It is pretty though, I like it. Yay. There's that. Let's just kill these guys real quick for 3 points. Yeah, this is this is what I'm working with so far. So these all are going to be producing rubber and or plastic. Each one, 10 produces rubber, 10 produce plastic, and I'll use that to make my Caterium computers. And in total, I have 20 of these. So this is going to be a very big factory. Let me, oh, hold on. I need to zoom this. Let me continue making my flooring here. So let me also show you the recipe that I need to use. So that way everybody kind of has an idea of what all we have to build for this. Okay, so to make an adaptive control unit, you need to send a computer, a heavy modular frame, a circuit board, and an automated wiring into a manufacturer that produces these, 2 at a time. So a computer, we're going to be using this alternative recipe here because it's very easy. You need rubber, you need Caterium or quick wire, and you need circuit boards. Circuit boards, we also have an alternative recipe here, is plastic and wire here, the Caterium wire. So I'm going to be using that, so I don't need to worry about copper. So circuit boards, we already said, would be the Caterium. Heavy modular frames, I can already have a factory built that is producing this, so I can belt those in from there. So we're set on that. Computers, I could build a train that runs all the way from my computer factory to my heavy modular frame factory, then all the way out here. So those two I'm not worried about. Circuit boards I can produce out here as long as I have Caterium nearby or copper, really. And automated wiring is produced either by cable and a stator, or cable or stator, wire, and high-speed connector. I'm going to use this top recipe here. So I need steel production and I need copper belted in. So I need to build a very big train and I need to do a lot of other things. I'm also going to move all this floor up 1 level here, just so that way it doesn't run through everything. Like, so that way the ground doesn't clip through it. But yeah, I guess I am looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom coming out, but I hope they actually, like, come out with it soon. I feel like a lot of people are just getting kind of tired with Breath of the Wild at this point, and a lot of the challenge videos have already been done, so people are just kind of running out of ideas to do for it. Okay. Let's see. I also want to do a little bit of math. So each one of these is producing 10 heavy oil. So I'm trying to figure out, I want to turn the heavy oil into turbo fuel. So that way I can, or turn it into fuel and then into turbo fuel. So that way I can actually get more power to run all this, make it kind of a self-sufficient system. I'm also going to move this over slightly. We'll offset it just a little bit. So let me check a recipe real quick. So residual fuel is, where are you? You didn't get it or don't remember it. Oh, the spring break, yeah. 45 solar cells is 1.5 megawatts. All right. So yeah, residual fuel recipe takes 6 heavy oil and makes 4 actual fuel. So with that, and your entire factory uses like 100 to 200 megawatts. Now that's a lot of power. So yeah, the plastic produces 10 per minute. And, well, actually here. Yeah, 10 per minute. And then the rubber down here produces 20. So we have 10 at 20 and 10 at 10, which means that in total we're going to have 300 oil coming in. Let me get rid of these trees real quick. Gotta do a little deforestation. Yeah, 300 oil, heavy oil coming in. And the recipe calls for 6 heavy oil to make, what was it? for actual fuel. So, trying to do math in my head while also building foundations. I know it doesn't evenly work out, sadly. But I do want to actually use the fuel to turbo fuel production line, just because that way you actually get more heavy fuel, turbo fuel, I think, with that. It'd also be fun to do a mod with this. Anytime you take damage, you explode. I wanted to make a mod for Terraria still, that does that. I'm worried that it's going to be a nightmare, but it's going to be kind of funny. Okay, so these each are producing 20 per minute. So 200, yeah, I can do a standard. Okay, that's plastic. You are not supposed to be polymer resin. Okay, so this one's plastic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this one should be plastic instead of polymer resin. There we go. Now this one produces plastic, this one produces rubber, that's all happy. So now I need a merger here. Yeah, we need tons of mergers here because I'm gonna belt all this off so that way I can start using the rubber and the plastic and all that. Why would the mod also one-shot? Probably. My thinking is because there are nukes in this game, I would set it to go off and detonate like 1 or 2 nukes at your location, which is an insta-kill for the character. Because I am a masochist. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of these soon. Gotta say, I like the colors over here. It's a very heavy saturation, but it works well. Okay. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I gotta make this look a little messy, but this one here is actually stuck up a little bit. So, there. Now it works. Just because the landscape got in the way, and instead of building just around the landscape or a little bit higher, I decided to just not. So let me head back. I need to grab some more encased industrial beams. You mean Terraria and one-hit obliterator would feel kind of redundant. Oh yeah, it would kind of be the same. Well, no, it wouldn't, because the explosion would take out everybody, and not hardcore would be a little bit different. But yeah, not with the one-hit obliterator in Terraria. It would be its standalone mod, basically. Now you can collect the power from the solar sails. Nice. But yeah, no, the Terraria mod, I'm planning on just dropping like a couple bombs right at your feet with an explosion timer set to 0, so they go off immediately. Either that or do a dynamite explosion. Which, those are all in the game, and dynamite, I believe, one-shots. If not, I can drop a second. Because that's how I did the Minecraft one. Not that you, like, queued up an explosion or anything, but I coded it so that it would drop a lit TNT at your feet that exploded immediately. So that way it created a seamless explosion, but if you actually check really carefully, you could actually see the lit TNT for 1 frame. Okay. Head back for the encased industrial beams. TNT minecarts is better. I need to figure out how I can get it to actually work on the person that got hurt, and then I feel like it would be okay. I still don't know why it picked the wrong person. I know there's well, no, I guess the big spider spawn got ruined because of my railway line there. Okay, I have a ton of encased industrial beams already, so I'm not worried about needing more. I think I got like 4,000 stockpiled up. kind of nice playing this game a second time through, because the first time you're learning everything, but you're making a lot of mistakes you don't realize till later. Like factory size, planning everything, or anything like that. You don't realize how necessary it is until the second playthrough. And then you start planning for it, and then you really start enjoying it. Like, I was having a lot of fun in the first playthrough, but then I had a lot of headaches because I kept hitting points where it would, like, I would shoot myself in the foot because my factory just wasn't big enough to accommodate everything I need. But now that I know how big these factories are going to get, I can build bigger because of it, and everything actually works a lot better. Okay, so let's go grab the encased industrial beams, which are level 2. Right over here. This one is my old heavy modular frames. Yeah, how many do we have now? Oh, we have a lot of these stored up. Okay, 500. Should be plenty. Plenty for now. I'm going to need more well, no, I can grab 600, I think. There, grab 600. Now we're solidly set for a while. Until we get to aluminum production. Then encased industrial beams for belts becomes completely pointless. Now back over to the other one we go. I did actually hear a really interesting tip if you're going to play this game. Is that, like, the best way to build a factory way out in the distance like this, instead of running back and forth constantly, is just build a train track that goes all the way out there. Like, you don't need it to actually carry anything or pick up or drop off anything, but just add a ton of train cars, like box cars, that you can just load up stuff into. And then just use that to ship everything out there that you would ever need to build a factory. And then just pull from that and then trundle it all back. Like a moving storage container. Okay. Yeah, there goes my sulfur train. So, trying to think, what do I want to work on first? I need to figure out where the nearest Caterium is, because that's one of the big components for all the recipes that I'm using. That, and I need to burn off the heavy oil soon. Yeah, I saw that one on Reddit, so props to whoever said that. I forget who it was. Okay. Yeah, I need to figure out how to burn... I need to burn off the heavy oil soon because that'll clog everything up. I can sink everything that's being made until I actually need it. So we can get tons of points that way, but you can't sink oil unless you package it and then sink it. Okay, back to the arches. It is a pretty landscape over here. So there's that. Where is Caterium? Yeah, that's quite a ways. 600. So when I actually get all the way out here, how far is it? It's probably over 1,000. So I'm gonna have to build a train, I think, to just ship in tons of Caterium here. Or no, hold on. Maybe better idea. I already have a small Caterium factory going over by... Well, no, I don't want to take too much from the computers over there. Yeah, I think I have to... I'm going to have to make a new Caterium farm. Okay, that's already belted. That goes there. Yeah, let's just set up a sink real quick. We'll just send everything into this, and then I'll burn off the heavy oil so that way the production starts, but I don't have to worry about it till later. Okay, then awesome sink. We can just put right there. Hello, Redbird. How's it going? Welcome back. Nightbot is here. Ah, yes. The return of Nightbot. there, and then this goes in right here, and then that's already set, so we just power you. So now I'm sinking all the rubber. How do I want to do this? Well, no, I can just run a line. Let's do that. So now I need a merger here. Go right there. So yeah, I just need to set up these mergers now, so that way I can pull off all the plastic that's being produced. About there. That way we sync everything. We can get rid of all the items, get points for them all, get the coupons. Which I need tons of coupons so I can actually get the gold statue. Completely pointless, but I want it. But yeah, this is so different from my first playthrough. In my first playthrough, I just used the coupons to buy all the computers and space elevator parts that I didn't feel like I wanted to bother building. So I ended up wasting hundreds of coupons buying motors and computers. Okay, so now you can go right here. Now this, we can just run straight along here. No, don't snap. Stop trying to snap. There. Okay. And this runs right into here. And there. So now we're sinking all the rubber. We're sinking all the plastic. Get a good influx of points. Which I will need all this later, but it'll always produce more because none of the nodes ever wear out, which is the nice part about this. Okay, so yeah, the rubber and stuff I want to belt over there. So now we can start our production here. So now, this is where I have to actually do some math. Which, I don't do math. Okay, so this takes in 6 heavy oil. Let me pull up a notepad here so we can all see it together. You're going to drive a train. You do that. So it takes input of 6 and output I don't worry about yet. You shall listen intently. All right. Let's all learn math together. So input of 6. So we have a total production of exactly 300. And Malwarebytes is popping up. Shut up. So if it takes 6 in, we're producing 300 total. And I don't... No, 330 does go into 6, right? 30 times 5, isn't it? Yeah, it goes in 5. Okay. So, in theory... Let's see, I'm trying to know if I'm doing this right. In theory, if I use up all the heavy oil here, I should have to make, if I'm doing my math right, I have to make 50 refineries to use up all the heavy oil being produced by these guys here. Because these each produce 300 total. Check. Yeah, residual fuel takes 6 in. Yeah. Because unless I'm doing this horribly wrong. Yeah, 6 times 50 is 300. So yeah, I need to make 50 refineries to make residual fuel. This is going to be massive. Okay, how do I want to do this? This is gonna be the fun part, though, is trying to figure out where all to do all this. Okay. I guess I can just move them all out here. start work on that. Got a to-do list. Let's clear all this. So I need refinery. It's right up here. I need 50. 500 motors, 500 industrial beams, 1,500 steel pipes, 1,000 copper sheets. I need a lot more stuff. Let me build a chest out here so I don't need to run all the way back. I can just store some stuff out here. Okay, this will be my little storage container here for anything I don't need now, but will need later. Polymeric resin I'll keep. Need a lot of concrete for this. I don't need those. We do things differently. You do math. Yes. Okay, I don't need plastic. I don't need these guys. That's all of it. So now I should have enough room for everything I need. I throw stuff on the ground and see if it works. Sounds like a skill issue. Okay, back to base to grab everything I need, just to burn off the heavy oil residue produced from my plastic refineries and my rubber refineries. Not a skill issue. Yep, that's the definition of a skill issue right there. But yeah, this is... I mean, I knew this was going to be big. I knew it was going to be very big, but I've never built 50 refineries in one go. Okay, let's head over here. I do have a ton of pipes stored up, so that's okay. Copper sheets, I'm a little low on. Motors, I have a lot of. I can grab enough. Industrial beams, I have tons of, but copper sheets are the only ones that I may not have enough of right now. I am not going to be using that train strat, though, because I am stubborn. I want to kill the laser moose over here, the spitter. Kill him for points. Okay, there we go. I also want these hatches down. Oh, come on. There we go. Yes, all the... Oh, something's still spawning here. There he is. Oh, he's on the side of the wall. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. I remember when I thought this factory was far. Yeah, I have to run all the way back there. Yeah, once I do all of this, once I set up all the refineries and turn it all into heavy or turbo fuel and burn it all, then I can actually start making stuff I need. Okay, what is that lizard doggo doing? Goodbye. Just taking off with the car. Okay, once I set up the turbo fuel farm here, then I can actually start building the things I need. See why this game takes so long sometimes. Okay, another autosave. I like the autosaves in this game. They've saved my backside more than a few times while I've been out exploring and run across 2 elite stingers. So with explosive rebar, they're not that bad. Okay, so I think I'm going to go grab the copper sheets. I'll grab everything else, then come back for the copper sheets, and I hope that'll be enough. If not, I can always run back, because I'm going to need more anyway to pipe everything. Because this will be, I need 1,000 copper sheets just to make the refineries, and that's not even including everything needed to plumb them. Okay, right up here. Now my copper production, oh yeah, it's right over here. Yeah, this is why I like the game, is that it's just really no stress. You just run back, you grab everything you need. Yeah, 939 will be okay. Just grab everything you need and just go for it. So, steel pipe, I believe, is floor 2. Yeah, it is floor 2, good. DPS is even less stress. Yeah, that's nice. I am a bit addicted to this game, though, so... Unless you run out of fuel in space. Sounds like a skill issue. Okay, let's go grab my motors. Which is my 3rd floor. Right here, I need a lot of these. Okay, there we go. That's enough. So now all I need is my copper sheets. Oh yeah, I have a portable crystal oscillating farm here. But this one, I have to manually refill a lot, so I don't really bother with it anymore now that I got the whatever one set up. Let's go back over here. Let's go grab the copper sheets from this. So all I need is 61 total, which I should have. There we go. I now have enough resources on me to make 50 refineries. So now on back we go. Yes. I do like the Mario Galaxy music. It is good. Then you know you're gonna die somehow. What, does running out of fuel kind of mean bad things happen? No. I want to play some more Skyrim VR on stream. I don't know what I want to do with it, though. I could maybe, like, look into ridiculous mods. If you run out of fuel, you run out of power. Well, sounds like a skill issue. If you run out of power, you can't steer. Who needs to steer? Okay, if you can't steer, you can't get more fuel. Well. Yeah. No, this game is really chill. Skyrim VR is also really chill. I like that one a lot. Trying to think. Half-Life Alyx, I really like for the realism, and I really like for the shooting mechanics. I just wish it wasn't horror. I'm not a huge fan of horror. I guess I might like... There's one game that I'm looking into, though. I know it is horror, but I'm very intrigued by it. It's called Into the Radius VR. It is on sale right now, so I might pick it up, but I am very intrigued by it. It looks kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how actually scary it is, but I've heard the shooting mechanic in that game is incredible. Like, they have real-to-life SKSs, ARs, AKs, like, all the actual guns completely modeled correctly, interact correctly, all of that, which I am very fascinated by. Okay, we're gonna get another autosave. So, how many refineries is that gonna be? Well, no, how wide of a thing is that gonna be? 'Cause I'm trying to think how I'm actually gonna set this up. Oh, I know. Okay. What I want, okay, I have an idea. To try and compact it a little bit, I think what I want to do is pull the oil off, like mix it all up here so that way it all combines evenly. And then I'm going to, okay, let's bring it up one level. Here, I'm also going to remove all of this here because I don't need this. Get some of my concrete back. Then, because I'm bringing it up one more level, let me remove all this, because this I want to keep down lower just to make it look a little nicer. And here, leave one corner bit so I can space everything correctly. And everything else here needs to go. Oh, I'm out of I still think a parkour map mod for this would be incredible. I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, I think I deleted too much. Oh well. Now we build up one from here. And we just make this incredibly big. Okay. Yeah, my plan is I'm going to, instead of laying them all out side to side to side in one long line, I'm going to split them into half, and then from there, I'll have them like one half, each half rotated 90 degrees, so it kind of folds in on itself. I don't even need this much concrete this way. So instead of having them laid out like this, I'm going to have them like this here. So that way they're a bit more compact is my idea. Okay, so let's start them right here. Actually, I did that backwards. Hold on. I want it like this. There. So now, it won't need to be as wide, thankfully, but it's going to be long. Unless I do multiple stacks of this, which I could do. Okay, let's bring this back. So, good idea, thanks. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right about here should be. Organization trying to be organized. Just a wee bit. Oh, these need to flip, actually. Organization is good. I agree with that. Okay. Now this goes here. So I've built 4 total. So this needs to actually bump up to 46. Then I can make some more refineries here. So this one will line up here. And we walk it away a little bit, so that way it all lines up nice and even. And you there. Gives me a ton of space to actually do stuff. And there. That should be good there. But yeah. One of the reasons why I really want to set up this factory here like this is because I know this is going to take a lot of power to actually run. So if I can kind of make it self-sufficient in some way by having it generate its own power needed to do all this, then I'm going to be better off for it. Okay, let's keep building the concrete foundations here. Crash Twinsanity music. Maybe someday I'll play that on stream. If I can ever get the PlayStation 2 running again. I like that game. It's it's kind of a dark game though. If I'm remembering it right. Like introduces Dr. Neo Cortex having a goth daughter, I think, who he did experiments on and replaced her limbs with robotic elements or something. It's a weird game. Okay. And let's keep going here. Get rid of that coral. And let's see how this looks. Okay, so right there. So if I do, what is it? 5 stacks of 20, or 5 stacks of 5 will make 25. So if I do 5 stacks of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need to do one more stack, I think. That way I can do 10 each, but 5 total in rows or whatever. It just works. You know what I mean. Okay. Oof, experimenting on his own daughter, that's really sick. It is a really twisted game for some reason. Like, a lot of the Crash games are all lighthearted, like, oh no, Neo Cortex is doing some dastardly things, go stop him. But they never really explained what he's doing. I mean, I guess the game series did start with Crash Bandicoot being created by genetic experiment from Dr. Cortex, but like that was the one, like the first game I think where they really went into the darkness of it. Okay. So over here, so now I need to use these here. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and enclose any of this. I'm just going to leave it all out in the open. Okay. There's that. So 26 more are needed. Crash Team Racing just had him laying banana peels on the track. Yep. And then that game, they're like, nope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah. So I need one more stack of whatever is here. And I'm running out of concrete. Lovely. Thankfully, I do have a lot of concrete getting produced nearby. Go grab it. Over at my crystal... The one early crystal oscillating whatever I built. Okay, why are you... Stop. Why? Okay, why is it not letting me move my mouse here? Oh, I'm holding tab. Here we go. Yeah, I set up a concrete factory earlier, like close by, so I don't need to run all the way back. Which is very nice. I don't know where my hand went. It's not letting you move your mouse because of a skill issue. No, I never have skill issues. How dare you? Yeah, they really outdid themselves with the graphics of this game. It is pretty. Like kind of a, not futuristic, but adventure thing. Hello, Nintendo Freak. How's it going? You're here now. Welcome. I'm going to go grab some more concrete so I can finish building my 50 refineries. Because I need more oil. Okay, so I need to... Yeah, I need to make my way up to my crystal production here. So my concrete is right up there. Did I look at Truffle? Yes, I did. It looks to be a user extension, though. I'm not sure how I'd use it as a streamer. You missed your target planet? Hold on. I gotta clear my throat for this one. All right. Skill issue. Yeah, right over here I got some concrete going. Hello, Redbird. You can still host stuff like predictions. Oh. How do I do that? Okay, let me pick up a lot of concrete here. Grab all this because I'm going to be building many foundations. And back out we go. Yeah, but for all these, I'm gonna need a lot of sulfur and a lot of coal. I hope they don't have nodes very far away. You're shunting right now. What does that mean? Okay, how much am I using power-wise? We're close. Well, you need the extension as long as viewers have it, they can participate. I have the extension. But I looked into it and I couldn't really see much of how to use it. How did I go through that coral reef? 2 coupons. Moving wagons to different... Oh, yeah, that. Okay, let me put all this here. You don't know how to start one as you don't stream. Just ping Point Crow nonstop until he responds, right? Streamers love that when that happens. Okay. There's all that. So now I need to finish building all the concrete needed for this. Okay. So let's... Oops, stop. Go right here. So I need... Probably we'll do 3 more. So... Well, no, 2 more should be plenty, I think. Okay, so now I need a lot more concrete here. I need so much foundation work here. I mean, it's worth it to keep it even more compact and organized, but holy crap. I don't even know if 9,000 is going to be enough. I can't remove that thing there, and I don't like that. I wish you could blow up the little guys. The little purple, whatever these are called. That thing. I don't think the chainsaw goes through it. Does it? Check. Yeah, no. You need over 9,000? It's over 9,000, yes. I'm going to need a lot. Okay. So now let me set up my last bit of refineries here. So this one we'll put all the way near the edge. Right about there, should be plenty. It's not perfectly evenly balanced, but eh. I'm not going to be looking at it all that often, so my OCD is going to be okay with it. I never watched Dragon Ball growing up, though. So I understand the reference because I know the meme, but I never actually saw it. All I know about Dragon Ball is basically that they spent an entire season of charging up an attack just to miss. That's all I know about Dragon Ball. Okay. That and the tune in next time to see thing basically started. Well, not started with them, but like they kind of pop. You've never watched it. Okay. People are gonna hate me for this. I do not understand anime. Like, it looks pretty and stuff, but I really don't understand the devotion to it. It's like, it's just cartoons. Why does everybody love it so much? Yeah, we'll just put this one up here, I guess. Like, maybe people who actually watch anime can explain, but I just don't understand it. Like, why is it such, like, it's, sometimes there's good stories, granted, but, like, there's a lot of things with good stories that you don't see such devotion to. You're only you're halfway listening. Why is anime popular? I don't get it. Like, what was it? Sword Art Online. Why is that popular? Like, I mean, I understand the premise that people are trying to get out of a game alive, but like, why is that fun? Like, for those who don't know, Sword Art Online, the premise of it is some game designer builds a new VR game for everybody to try. The best game ever, kind of realistic experience or whatever he calls it. It's supposed to be an incredible new game, so a lot of people try it, only to find out later that the game designer also made the VR helmets that this game runs in. And he coded it so that if anybody tries to remove the headset, it kills the person. And if they what is it? If they try to remove the helmet, it kills them. If somebody else pulls it off, it kills them. If they lose in the game or die, it kills them. I'm like, why is this entertaining? Like, what part about this is good? Oh, yeah, that thing. Guess it's because it's from Japan. Maybe. But, like, a lot of them are just so dark and twisted. It's like, what's the entertainment value in this? Anime women. Oh, yeah. Should have known. Yeah, other than that, I really don't get it. Okay. All 50 refineries have been built. So now, how am I gonna do this? It's gonna be a bit overlapping, so I guess tough luck. Oh shoot, come on. There we go. Now I need you here. We're just gonna combine it all here, and then I can separate and plumb in everything that I need. This is what making you waste boiler pressure. Oh, I need more copper sheets. I'm already out of copper. I need to head back now. Dang it. Yeah, these. I'm a little afraid to wire up all of these because I think I'm going to use way too much here. So I need to make all of these residual fuel. Skill issue. What? Running out of copper sheets? No, that's called inventory space. Okay, there's that. Going here. You mean it's pretty gruesome, but as a compelling story, you see nothing wrong about it. And far from all of them are dark. I didn't know they're not all dark, but like that's the way they tend to lean, is gory, dark, bloody. Like, why is that entertaining? Like, there are some compelling stories, like Hollow Knight, for instance, is kind of dark too, but it's compelling enough to be entertaining. Like, there's enough lightheartedness, enough humor and stuff, but some of them are just, I don't know, way out there. Anime is great. I mean, people like it, and I guess to each their own. I just really do not understand it. Great way to tank a channel. To say something popular is actually not that good. Great for the future of the channel. Actually, this is a little too upbeat for simply clicking on a ton of things here. Let's Night Horse. Okay. Why is anything popular? Good question. I mean, actually, that's a very fun philosophical question. We can actually debate that if you want. I'd be down. Oh, autosave. There we go. Nope. I'm stuck. There we go. But no, I would actually argue things are popular because human beings are attracted to not only what other people enjoy. So basically, things are popular because other people say they're popular and they look popular, but also because philosophy wastes boiler pressure. Nope. Nonsense. Philosophy gives you boiler pressure. It just works. But no, part of it is people are, in a sense, I don't know. I'm not going to say that. But people tend to congregate. So basically, like, if somebody is leading something, like, if somebody's leading a group or an organization, others are going to want to join naturally because it is human instinct to want to be a part of something. Instead of leading the charge, a lot of people want to follow and be a part of it, to be a member of the group. So that's how a lot of things become popular, but Also, too, I think a lot of companies out there realize the power that they can wield by declaring something popular and essentially seeding the group. Like, for it, I'm trying to think of an example, but basically, it's not too terribly difficult. If you can get some strong personality to say, this is the way things ought to be, this is what we need to do, follow me and I'll do change or whatever. You don't even need specific sayings, just give generic sayings like that. But you hire like a couple hundred people to rally to them and start cheering whenever they say anything. Basically, hire a crowd to encourage them, and you're going to get thousands of people interested because, hey, those other people are interested. I kind of want to see what's going on. So that's actually been used before by the CIA. Well, not like mob hiring. Well, hiring a mob actually has been used by the CIA, but yes. Like, you can hire a mob to cheer for you, and that can make things popular. Also, human beings are just sometimes randomly attracted to things. People just like different things. True, like I'm saying, I'm not saying that anime is in and of itself bad. I mean, some of it is just kind of trash, but there's a lot of stuff that is just trash, but like, there's good stories in it. It's just I don't understand what the popularity is with something that's just so dark like that. And I'm overshooting my copper sheets here. I don't know. I'm not a fan of anime, but to each their own. Gonna need a lot more copper sheets here. You think the dark and bloody things are about as rare as in anything else? Like games, you don't generalize them like that. I mean, what's the popular animes? One Punch Man, Sword Art Online, Fairy Tail, I think, is another one. What is it? One Piece. That one actually kind of made the news recently. I remember that. Like, have I seen any of them? I've seen One Punch Man. I've seen some of Sword Art Online. I've seen One Piece. I've seen some of them. So I'm not just talking out my backside here. I have actually seen some. Okay. What does this guy need over here? I forget if I got this one already or not. Let me check. Okay. This is the first bit you said. What? So if you ask why anime is popular, basically anything, asking why anything is popular? That bit? I did read that. Here, let's grab this. Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Kirby, although not as big, there are examples both like with games. True. No, after that. Where? Most of them aren't dark. I guess. It just seems like a lot of the popular ones tend to be. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, I already picked you up. Okay. So I need to go find my... There's my crystal. Yeah, there we go. It's just something I can see my oil production from the skies. That's what people like. I mean, true. I guess if I wanted to play devil's advocate, I could also say, well, TikTok is popular, so we can't exactly draw a lot of good conclusions and say that the things people like are good, but I don't know. I feel like we're just going down a rabbit hole at that point, so. I don't know. Let's change the subject. Let's see here. I could probably divert off some of this copper into... Yeah, let's do that. Hold on. Oh, I don't have stuff I need. No, I can grab plates here, because I'm making them. Let's grab some plates. I need some rotors, too. Don't even watch anime, but that's just confirmation bias. It's just an art style. I'm going to be confidently wrong, then. Okay, here's my craft bench. Oh, I don't even have anything for rotors. Eh. man, I remember at work. So where I work, we had to actually watch a video on like the 6 or 7 or 8, however many, I don't even know anymore, how many different biases there were. Like confirmation bias, I know is a thing, but we had to learn about horn bias, like horn bias, halo bias, just weird stuff like that. It's like, just why do we have to label everything as a bias? Okay. Tell us about them. About what? I've hit on a few subjects, so I don't remember what we were talking about. Okay, so now I need my pipeline splitters. I'm glad the pipeline splitters... Okay, so I want to keep that there. I'm glad the pipeline splitters you don't have to upgrade. Wait, I didn't put this in the right spot. Biases. Oh, it was... Yeah, like, horn... I don't even remember why they were called that or what they did. Like, I did not pay that much attention. Which... Oh, well. Like, just treat people well. That's really all it comes down to. Why do we need funny names for everything? Just be a good person. Because it fits the definition of a bias, but in a certain specific case. Yeah, it's like, just be a good person. How about that? Okay. But now, like, I think part of the reason why that whole bias training that I had to do for my work was because their policy on shoplifters and other stuff like that is non-existent. So if somebody tries to steal something, they do not care. But they will care if you show any sort of bias. I'm going to get canceled trying to get people to be good people. Oh, probably. I'm going to get canceled at some point, and I know it. Because everybody's going to get canceled. Just like the French Revolution. Any revolution, if allowed to run for too long, will end up with the person who started it and everybody else getting consumed by it. That's just how revolutions work. I need plastic. I hate how I have to keep running all the way back. If you accuse everyone, there is no bias. Exactly. If you're mean towards everybody, then it cannot be any sort of bad thing. Don't speak if you don't want to get canceled. Oh, I'm going to get canceled, and I know it. But, yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Anyway, changing the subject. Let's see. I need plastic. I should probably actually build the train station. And, like, do the train carrying everything idea. Because at this point, I kind of need to. What all do I need? What all would I need for that? So I need that. We'll set up, like, 5 boxcars, 2 engines, 2 train stations. I just need, a couple things. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Trying to think of another subject to change to. I know there's uranium up there. And that's one of the normal no, that's an impure node, I think. The rest are normal. I made you waste boiler pressure. Hold on. hold on. Let me, gotta clear the throat for this one. Oh, man. All right. Skill issue. Okay. Yes. I like how that's becoming the de facto response to anything on this channel. It's like anything happens at all, you just say skill issue. Yeah. So, I need to run back for plastic. I will set up the train station. We'll just run a train all the way out. You're very welcome. Thanks. Yeah, I'm just going to run a train all the way out. Use it as like a storage unit. Put everything possible I would need in there, and then I can just run that back and forth. No skill issue, as you have a source of fuel infinitely. Nice. Redbird has solved the world's power crisis. Okay. Now let's run over here. And yeah, where am I gonna run it? I could also look into geyser power. Just set up a little power plant here. We can just, let's just put it up here, I think. So, train station. I need a lot of stuff. Yeah, let me grab everything, then I'll just set my train station up here and just run it out. Then I delete everything after the fact and get it all back. Called a very small coal mine in the middle of Colorado. Except Colorado wasn't known for their coal. They did silver. I should know as I live here. Yeah, the Colorado silver mine, the silver lode, was the big thing. I guess there was some coal out here, but it wasn't big. Like, I'm sure mines in the mountains have just about everything, but like silver was big out here, copper was big out here, but not necessarily coal. Yes, but the game is based in Colorado. This random mine in the middle of the mountain valley. That sounds about right. Okay, I read a book. Thinking of Colorado here. I read a book. I don't even remember the name of it. Maybe someone here has heard of it before and can inform me. But it was about a young kid who was made to go live with his grandfather. The grandfather owned a mine, I think in Colorado, actually. That's why the name sparked something in me. The grandfather owned a mine in Colorado. But the grandfather also owned a peach orchard, planted by his wife who'd passed away. Your granddad visits Colorado every year. Oh, really? That's cool. It is a very pretty state. But no, anyway, the granddad owned a peach farm, or a coal mine and a peach farm, and the kid worked the coal mine with his grandfather. Like, kind of had to, I think. Then, what else was it? Okay, can I not? Why is it not connecting? Floor is too steep. Great. But basically, the kid was angry about something. I forget what the exact story was. Like, the kid wanted to go do his own thing, I think. The grandfather's like, no, you have to help work in the mines. Eventually, tension boiled over, and the kid ended up not cutting down all the peach trees, but he ended up scoring them all, so all the sap bled out and killed them. And then the grandfather got upset, and then I think the grandfather ended up dying in a cave-in or something. Like, he didn't live much longer than that, and then the kid felt bad because he killed the grandfather's trees. Like, it was a weird story. I don't know why I had to read it, but maybe somebody here actually remembers it and can tell me what it was. Jerk kid. Yep. And maybe somebody here can remind me what it was. Okay, so I need more concrete here. If it sounds familiar or something. Yeah. Fun fact, I've actually tried writing a story before. Not much, but never heard of it. Okay, let's put all the concrete in there. So I need... how do I want to do this? We'll put a ton of encased beams in here. I want to keep the steel and the everything on me. It's kind of quiet without music. So what do I need? Let me grab some plastic real quick. I got a lot stored up down here. It might just be an American thing. Like, I don't even know if they still read it anymore. It might have just been something that a teacher was interested in, so we all had to read it as part of the curriculum. kind of thing. Okay, so let's grab all this wire. Let's send that in. It is Mother's Day in the U.S. Dude, is it Mother's Day? Hold on, let me check. I knew it was coming up soon. Sunday, May 14th is Mother's Day. But not yet, no. That is May for us. Okay, copper. Let's grab the rotors. Grab all this. For us, for you guys, it's today. Okay. Well, happy Mother's Day to y'alls. Make sure to say it to your mother. Okay, tons of reinforced plates. Batteries I don't need. Let's go dump this off in my train compartments here. Yeah. No. It is nice, especially when you have a nice mother. Like, I don't know. Family units are great when they work out well. I mean, sometimes stuff happens, and I fully understand that, but it is nice when it works out. Okay, let me grab the I need a little bit of concrete so I can make a power line here. Okay, so then this goes here. Let's load up all of this. Motors I don't need. We can send that in there too. Copper sheets. Good. Cable I don't really need now either. Just port that all over there. Okay. Don't need that either. Don't need that. These all can go in there too. I probably don't need most of the stuff I'm dumping in, but if I have it in, then I'll have it over there. Which is my thinking. That is kind of weird, though. I wonder why Mother's Day is different for you guys than it is for us, because it seems like a lot of holidays are pretty universal. Like, I know Easter is a Christian holiday, which is spanning borders and stuff. Imagine not having a wireless mouse with wireless charging. Well, you're right. I can easily imagine that because I don't have it. Screws I don't need. Screws I can actually just port over. Let's go grab tons of motors. Yeah, grab a couple heavy frames, some other stuff. Some versatile I don't need. We'll grab a ton of these. There's all that. You have a wireless mouse with battery and wireless charging. Nice. I still have... Okay, so back in... When was that? In the earlier days of my channel. When I first started my channel, I was using my laptop. It was the crappiest laptop of all time, but it ran, so I used it. But then eventually one of the USB ports fried on it, so I ended up having to get a new computer, and I figured, hey, if I'm going to get a new computer, might as well go with something nice. So I decided to get a CyberPower PC. I'm not sponsored by them at all, so don't worry about that, but I got a CyberPower computer. It was a good computer, 1660 Super, I think. 9700K processor. It came with 8 gigabytes of RAM, but I changed that out. Your wired mouse has less delay. That's what I've heard too, is that the wired mouse tends to be a bit snappier. But yeah, 9700K, 1660 Super in it. So, decent computer. But it came with a free mouse and keyboard, and that mouse and keyboard I used for years. In fact, I still have that mouse. That's what I use every day for this. I should shout not sponsored. Nah, I don't really shout. I'm not the shouting type. Okay, let me grab some motors here. But no, I still use that mouse. I used that keyboard for a long time, but I ended up grabbing a what was it? What keyboard is this? I think it's a Razer. Walmart had them on sale for incredibly cheap, so I grabbed some of that guy. So I got a decent keyboard. It doesn't have mechanical key switches in it. It's just mecha membrane or whatever. So it is noticeably a little bit different, but it's better than the non-clicky CyberPower keyboard I had. But it was free, so I ran with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think gaming keyboards and stuff are kind of nice. And I think, too, especially for someone like me who spends a lot of time on my computer doing stuff, it's kind of nice to have a very clicky keyboard. Because then, like, you can actually feel when you're pressing the keys, and it's a lot more responsive. It's a nice thing to have. It's a luxury item. Not necessary. Okay, so now here we go. So now I need to port this all the way over to the end, to where I was working. All right. So now I will have a mobile storage container, which is really nice to have. Hold on, let me set this up better so that way it's actually looks semi-realistic instead of running right through the floor. Yeah. No, that laptop, though, I've talked about it before. That was what I started my channel on. It had 4 gigabytes of RAM. Came with Windows 8, if that gives any idea of the age. What else was it? It was like a 2-core processor. I don't even remember the name of it. It was like a 4750. Yeah, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 500 gigabytes of hard drive storage. I thought I was so popular. But looking back at it now is like, holy crap, that was definitely one of the computers of all time. But hey, it worked. It did what I needed to, so can't complain too much. Okay. No. Okay, cool. Random question, though, for you guys. Oh, that's cool. You can join up here. I haven't actually... 500 gigabytes of storage is double yours. Yeah, storage, though, thankfully, is so cheap. You can get a lot quickly, and laptops especially can be upgradable in the storage department. So, if you need to, you can always get more, but... Now, my current computer, to give you an idea, my laptop had 500 gigabytes of storage total. My current computer, including the storage passbook thing that I have a total of 7 terabytes, I think. Because I have 4 in an unpluggable storage. I have 2 in a spinning hard drive. 500 gigabytes as a boot drive, and 500 as a recording drive. So, since then, I have very much upgraded. Okay, there's all that. I'm just bridging the railway here so that way it goes up. You have like 3 drives. We can't really afford in your family. That makes sense. You save up, but then there are other games. Yeah, I understand that dilemma. Don't know how to open your laptop. Usually you use your fingers is how I understand these things to go. Okay, how am I going to do this? But no. Yeah, if you can, like, I understand as especially finances in the current day and age are very tight, but I understand that dilemma. Okay, let's railway this across. And let's keep going. I'm running low on concrete, though. I'm kind of not very happy about that. Oh yeah, question I was gonna ask, but forgot. What is your guys' opinion of sponsorships? Like, if I were to ever do a sponsorship, what would you guys think? Because I know Stream Elements, the chat bot that I use, and the notification bot that does all the, like, thanks for subscribing things. They offer sponsorships every once in a while, but it has to be a sponsored stream. So basically, I would have to stream whatever game or something for a couple hours, talk about it, promote it, and then I could make some money off of it. Which, I mean, you know, but it also is trading in a lot of goodwill to do that with you guys, that I would essentially be selling out. You hate them? You don't really care, Redbird? It depends on how it's done, unless you have a great transition. Okay. Yeah, because the Stream Elements one I'm not really that interested in, as it would have to be a very long stream for a game that I either don't own or am not interested in playing. But, I mean, if the channel were to continue growing, eventually I might have to consider these questions. So it'd be nice to, like, start having that dialogue now, so that way, should anything ever happen in the future, we've already talked about it, so I know what you guys are thinking. Okay. You don't mind sponsors, it's just a part of life? Okay. So way out here, I think I'm close to where I need to be. Sell NFTs instead. Oof. Make a Yobo coin. I'll be rich. Don't worry, guys. You can buy in at the ground level and we'll all make money together. Don't worry about it. Source, trust me, bro. I mean, could you sell established titles? Oh, established titles. I heard about that controversy. Make my own crypto. I've thought about it for like a little bit, but I mean, I honestly don't think anybody would ever be interested in a Yobo coin. I think it would be funny as an idea. But I am still interested in a Yobo plushie. Like, I honestly do think that would be adorable. A little Y guy just sitting on your desk or something. I want to make one. Like, myself sewing it, but on sponsors, like, fall stuff, just no. Okay. Okay, so I need... Oh, I don't have the stuff I need because I left it all back at my train station. But there's no other... Yeah, I don't need to worry about that because I already have the rail line, so I need to run back, build the train, and then I can actually cart it all out here. You don't really think of them like selling out. You can get free money from people just watching mostly what they like to see and you like to do. Okay. So it seems a little mixed, but mostly towards the don't care too much. Yeah, like I said, the Stream Elements one I'm not planning on doing. Simply because I don't think that would go over very well. And the only way I would actually get paid is if a lot of you guys end up downloading whatever it is I'm plugging, which I don't think would happen. So, like for instance, they offer occasionally a HelloFresh sponsorship. I guess here, I'll give you guys a little bit of insight on what this is. So it's like a mass marketing campaign through Stream Elements. Companies come to Stream Elements and say, hey, we're willing to offer these many sponsorship slots to streamers if they meet these certain requirements. So Stream Elements then says, all right, fine. They pass along the word to every streamer, and then you can choose to participate or not. Don't tend to download or use stuff from sponsors. Me neither. That's what I kind of figured. But yeah, so basically... companies come to Stream Elements and say, hey, we're looking to sponsor stuff. We have this many slots we're willing to pay for. Here's the requirements we would like. And Stream Elements says, okay, we'll pass the word along. Stream Elements then sends word to people like me saying, hey, we have a sponsorship opportunity for you. You can earn up to, some of them have said you can earn up over $1,000. Just to give you guys an idea of what they offer. You earn $1,000, but the requirements for said payment involve people, all my viewers, downloading whatever it is and using it for up to an hour, I believe. There was like 1 or 2 times where the game actually looked promising. Then played it for about a week and stopped. Yeah, normally I don't check any of those out either. But yeah, the sponsorship basically involves me streaming it for 4 hours total across a set number of days. Then I have to promote it on stream, aka talk nice about it. Then I have to add a chat bot in that plugs a link for it. Basically, I have to do everything I can to involve myself with said thing. Which is a lot, but then I can earn up to, I don't know, some of them are 600, some of them are 1,000. 400 to 250 seems to be the standard. Just so you guys are aware of what everything's going on, what the numbers are, and what everything looks like. But they say you can earn up to that, but only if enough people participate for enough amount of time. So basically, it's not likely to happen that you get paid the big bucks, but it's like they promise you that, oh, you can make it, which is the fun part. Okay, how do I load this? What happens if not enough people buy in? You get nothing, is what happens. Okay. How do I, here. If they let you do it in a way that doesn't get in the way of the stream and it's something we would do, go ahead. That's the thing. It's not that it would get in the way necessarily, it's that I would have to stream it. Like, for instance, they did Marvel Strike Force or whatever. How do I dock? I think F is dock, isn't it? Why am I not docking? Yeah, like, for instance, I would have to do Marvel Strike Force, which is not that I could just talk about it for a bit. It's that I would have to play the game for an hour on stream. So it would very much get in the way. How long do I have to stream it for? 4 hours total, split up across 4 days. Today, while I was out, you saw a Lambo Aventador. Dang, that's a fancy car. Somebody rich. I nearly rear-ended someone at a red light. Oof. Yeah. That's the thing with those Stream Elements sponsorships, is that it would very much get in the way of what I'm doing, because I would have to make what I'm doing that, basically. Does it have to be 4 days in a row? No, it doesn't have to be 4 days in a row. But it has to be relatively quickly enough that I do it within the time frame. Because they set you a time goal that you're supposed to do this in. And again, I'm not getting paid unless you guys download the game and play it for an hour or two. So, like, it's just not a great idea all around. Make someone real quick. What is the time frame? They seem to run. I haven't actually looked into it too much other than what I'm telling you, but it seems to be about a month tops. Is how long you have to do this. Yobo suggests I. What? So yeah, like, it would be 4 streams on this topic. You have, I think, a month total to do it using all their parameters, and if enough people download and play it, then you get paid. Some of them have a base payment too if nobody downloads it, but it's something like you get 60 bucks. Which, I mean, is a decent amount of money, but it's not something to, like, go crazy for. Just in case you guys are curious what actually happens behind the scenes. I'm willing to talk about it and all of that. Just because I like to be open and honest with what all is happening. Okay. Train station here. Oh, I'm missing concrete. Can I don't think I can access the, whatever. Here, let me break all this up here. I don't need this, actually. I can just put it on the ground. Which will make Nintendo Freak thrilled, but it's okay. Okay, so I need a train station here. Yoba suggests an idea. Yoba asks about the idea. Yoba then pokes all the holes in the idea. Yep. That's pretty standard for me, actually. But this is how I think things through. Is think of an idea, and then debate it with myself. And figure out why it would or would not work. What all the holes are. What all is wrong with it. And if you think it's worth it for the time investment and payment, go for it. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I don't want to sell out, though, is the thing. Because that is definitely not a great idea. Like I said, I'm just kicking this around for future ideas if a company were to come to me and say, hey, we would like to sponsor you. I kind of want to get a feel for what you guys are thinking now. So that way it's not like everybody hates the idea, but I all of a sudden start putting out, this stream is sponsored by, and then everybody leaves. Don't really feel like it's selling out, though, because everyone needs to make money. True. Even though this would be more on the side. Yeah. Core group of homies, yeah. Like, I don't want to push anybody away because I try and use my, I don't even know if it is influence, whatever you want to call it, use my platform for sponsors or anything. It's like, none of that seems like, sponsors I know are a part of everything and it helps pay the bills, but like, I don't want to trade in any of my audience or anything for money because that's not worth it. So I still want to make a Yoba plushie. If any companies are listening that is willing to do that, I am here. Okay, there's that. How many do we have total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freight platforms total. Hold on, I need. Okay, so freight. I need heavy modular, which would be, where did I put that? Right here. Perfect. Yeah. All things to think about whenever you decide to start a channel. And it's still just hilarious to me to think that I started doing YouTube and streaming and all that just because I wanted to actually be able to publish my Fortnite maps. Now Fortnite is a dead game and I'm still going. Because I enjoy it a lot. I'm glad you guys do too. That's once I realized I actually kind of enjoyed this, that's kind of been my entire goal, is just to entertain people. The world's dark enough as is. If you can make somebody laugh, you've done a good job. Okay. And let's head over here. Can't imagine the streaming takes a fair amount of time and effort, and with normal videos getting around 1,000 views, it's not even close to worth it financially. With the sponsor, you think it's good, it's okay. Yeah, my YouTube, I'm not doing this for money at all. To give you guys an idea, last year I made about $50 total in 1 year. So I'm not doing this for money. I'm working full-time on the side, and I'm also building instruments. So I'm not necessarily like looking to earn tons from this. I enjoy doing it. It's a fun hobby. if it ever becomes financially viable to do it as a full-time job, I might be very interested in doing that. But that is not why I'm doing it right now. If you have fun while making others happy, that's a win-win. Exactly. That's why I do this. Okay. There we go. So now we can... I have to set these all to unload. Yeah. I'm not in it for the money necessarily because, well, I just don't make enough. Which, I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. It's a fun hobby. I enjoy making you guys laugh, doing dumb stuff, all that jazz. So, maybe someday it can become like a full-time job, but my main goal is to actually build guitars as a full-time career. So I'm not necessarily looking to like grow this into a full-time job because I have other options available right now. Oh yeah, the guitar. Oh yeah, I've showed it off on stream a few times now. But yes, it is almost done. I have to make a new nut for it, and I have to brand my logo in too, but it's coming along really well. Okay, so now this goes here. We have, I think I need one more. It won't hurt to have more than one. More than is needed for these anyway. Yeah. Not, yes. Oh, hold on. I need to back this up. So, on an instrument, the up where the tuners are and all that, there is a section, there's a little white piece there, usually made out of bone, where the strings ride over and they start down the fretboard. That little white piece is called the nut. I don't know why it's called that, but it is. That normally, like I said, has to be made out of bone, and it's also a precision part of the instrument because that is where the strings start, like a bar. Kind of. But yeah, it's a precision part. It needs to be made well, and the one that I made for it is good, but it's got some problems, so I need to fix it. Okay. So, but other than that, it's coming along pretty well. Across the top of the neck. Yes, it's a little white strip. Just about every instrument that has frets has. Every instrument has one, just about, that has strings. Someone's like, "Oh nuts, this doesn't work," and they made a thing to make it work and named it after what they first said. Probably. Oh shoot, this is gonna hit the train. This didn't connect right. You get it. You get it's not for money, but for a hobby, you probably get a bunch more time and effort than others. So getting something in compensation sounds pretty good if the bare minimum is around 60. Maybe. I mean, I can look and see what sponsorships they have. Like, I can check and see what is available. Because I know, like, one of them was HelloFresh, and that is very far outside of my channel scope. But one of them was like Marvel Strike Force. I think Fortnite was in there for a little bit too. Okay, so now we dock. We'll drop everything off. Oh shoot, hold on. I think I didn't get it. Well, no, it is grabbing some of them. Not all though. I need to switch these to unload. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Yoa starts a cooking channel branch to do HelloFresh. Maybe. I like cooking a lot. I really do enjoy cooking. It's fun. I'm trying to think one of the recent recipes I made. 'Cause I know my chili, I like the chili recipe that my family has. I might share it on my Discord sometime for anybody who's interested. It's a sweet chili too, which really is nice. Okay, so now I need my copper sheets. Did I grab any copper sheets in all of this? I don't think I did. Motor. Was there? No, there's no copper sheets here. But back to your point, though, streaming taking up a lot of time. Streaming itself doesn't take tons of time, thankfully. Like, streaming is very easy for me to set up. Like, this game, like, streaming Satisfactory, I just boot up the game and away I go. Making the videos takes a long time. So that is where most of my time would go. That's why I'm not putting out as many, because I'm working full time and I'm also trying to build instruments too. So I have a lot of other things I have going. I have an idea for another video coming up soon, probably my next one. I need to figure out how to actually edit that all together though, like how to make the edits clean. So it's gonna be a Breath of the Wild video. But yeah, like, I don't know. Video, I guess, to give you guys a time frame, if you're interested at all about like what's going on behind the scenes. For editing a video, it depends on what kind of video it is, but for like my games in a nutshell, the Metroid Prime in a nutshell video took me probably close to, we'll say, 8 to 10 hours to make, I think. 5 to record, and then the rest were editing. So basically what you have to do for those kinds of videos is play through the entire game. For a game like Breath of the Wild or Satisfactory, you can get through the game decently quickly because there's mods that let you cheat everything, or like you can just finish the game quickly because there's no goal. Excuse me. For Metroid though, there is really no shortcut. You have to beat the entire game, which made things harder, but it wasn't unbearable. So, ones like that, that's not too hard. I haven't done one of my edited streams down into a video in a while. But those don't seem to do as well, so I'm not as interested in making that, because people don't seem to enjoy them as much. But those edited streams, normally those take about 10 hours to edit when I used to make those. Just because there's a lot of footage I have to comb through. I have to find all the funny moments. I have to find songs that I need to play, make the PNG sequences, all of that. So it's fun to do, but it takes a lot of time and people don't seem as interested, so I don't do as much of those. The games in a nutshell, and the short form videos, people seem to really enjoy. And they seem to do a lot better too, so those I like putting out more. Let me actually check this real quick. Now I'm actually kind of curious. Okay, so... Oh, for instance, and the sponsorships too would only be Twitch streams if I do the Stream Elements one. Okay, revenue. Let me see what sponsorships we have. Give you guys an idea. So yeah, for instance, it would have to be play Star Trek Fleet Command. Play that for a while, talk about it, give it props, and you could earn up to $624 if everybody downloads it and plays it for X amount of time. There's another one here, Mech Arena. You can make $260 with that. So, but that one again, you have to get people to download and play. And there's also a Raid Shadow Legends. Of course, there's Raid. But yeah, that, for instance, that gives you an idea of what kind of sponsorships and stuff that run on that platform actually look like. Plastic, that's what I needed. This whole time I've been needing plastic. Let me go grab that from my train. Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't want to sell out, and I don't want them to become too obtrusive. And like you guys said, most of the time you don't even download it, so it wouldn't really be worth it to do that. Okay, plastic. There we go. Just jumped down a hole and died. Hold on. Let me clear my throat here for a second. Oh, man. All right. Okay. skill issue. So let's plumb these all up real quick. So now I have heavy oil being produced. Raid sounds like the most desperate dev team to ever exist. I guess they're doing something right, though, because, I mean, they're still around. Okay. So then that goes over there. I need to use my flashlight here because it gets really dark at night out in the plains here. Or out in the coral farm. So now, thankfully with all of these mixing together here, I might add in another mixing spot up ahead too. Just so that way I know it's thoroughly all mixed and that I'll get even pressure all around. Because the fluids in this game are a little buggy still. Okay. There we go. So now we'll run all these together. I guess technically with the amount of fluid I am producing with these machines, I could just run Mark II pipelines easily and not be too worried about backing up. Okay, there we go. We now have heavy oil produced. It's all full up here. So now I need to plumb these. Where's my output here? There's my output. So these are my inputs. So right there, we'll say there. Okay. That, oh yeah, I missed one. I thought I missed one. No. I do enjoy streaming a lot though. Like it is, at first I was like awful at it. I think all my, like the first streams I did are still publicly available. I don't think those got unlisted yet. You can go back and check them if you want to see how bad my early stuff was. But no, I do enjoy streaming and stuff a lot. It's a lot of fun to do. Like, I don't know. Just getting live interaction with people is a lot of fun. There's that. Live interaction is a lot of fun to have. Because that's the nice thing. Well, YouTube videos especially, you don't really get that ever. Because you get comments and you can kind of respond to them and hear people talk, but like it's never real time because you can have like days, weeks separating comments. So you don't really get that good live interaction. Okay. There's all that. So now there's all that, and this is all plumbed here. And I want to, yeah, let's do this too. I'm going to set one more out here so that way I can move. I did that one backwards. Shoot, crap the bed. Well, no, hold on. I will need this. So I guess that's okay. This one here does not need to grate. I do not need that one because I instead need this one. Okay, right here. I have also had another idea for might be a funny stream idea or funny video. Well, not necessarily video, but funny stream idea. Would be going through Steam, finding the very worst free games I can and just playing them. And just seeing what the absolute lowest rated games possible look like on Steam. See, like, if they're any good, why are they so low rated? Like, just seeing what's out there. Thought about that one before. Okay, so this one I can break because I don't need that. So now we run you up in here, and then this one runs almost all the way. Oh, I'm out of copper sheet again. Dang it. This takes so much copper sheeting. This is like Pipes game, turning the T-joints to make water flow through the maze. What game was that? Was that like an official game or... Okay, off we go. Come on, let me in the train. Let me in the train. Stop configuring freight platform. I do like that you can honk. Having lived near a train track for a very long time, I'm very familiar with their noise. Pipes like on the phone. Okay, yeah. I kind of remember it. No. I'm actually starting work on another instrument. Another electric guitar, actually. Planning on building it. Yeah, like I said, I am planning on setting up a business. I need to restart my music channel for my instruments. Yeah, we'll be building another electric. I have some nice figured maple for the body. Some nice flame maple. Nice cherry for the neck, too. Well, no, it's sapele for the neck. Slightly figured sapele, which is a mahogany. Not derivative, but substitute. And Osage orange for the fretboard. I think that's going to look fantastic. It's like a bright yellow-orange fretboard compared to pale white maple and a dark red neck. There's a yellow power slug over here. I need to grab this. I need power slugs. Variant? A variant, yes. That's the word I'm looking for. You're living next to a track some of the time, like 30 meters from it. Ooh, man, that is close. Yeah. But now the place I used to live, it was probably about, I don't know, maybe 100 yards total to the train tracks. Not even that. Probably 75. But 75 yards to the train tracks, and it was loud sometimes. Like, whenever the train rolled by, the whole house shook. You could hear the windows rattling. It was something. Train in the middle of the night won't let you sleep. You get kind of used to it after a while. You sleep with earplugs, but you get kind of used to it. Yeah. I guess Roy knows the feeling of that. Yeah, so now we need to part this all the way back. Okay, let's do it. Nah, I don't... Yeah, let's do it this way. I'm missing encased industrial beam. What am I doing with my life? So, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to belt in a lot of the cable here, or the copper sheeting, so that way I don't need to run back for it. I need rods and plates. Okay, so there's my rods. I don't have any plates here, though. I need some plates. Right? And now, living near train tracks. I always liked trains growing up. They were kind of fun. They were kind of cool. There was one time, though, when I was a lot younger, where they actually... It was like a once in a long time event where they had a actual coal-fired train run down the track. It was like wood and painted green. It was a pretty thing. It's cool to see. Old wooden train. I think it still had wooden wheels, too. Just trundling along. The Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, I used to watch Thomas the Tank Engine a lot as a kid. Knew all the trains by heart, knew all the differences and stuff. I loved it. But you almost never notice them when you're used to them, and even if you acknowledge it, it's more of a relaxing ambient noise everyone likes, even at night. Yeah. Okay, now I'm actually curious. Does each country have unique train whistles? Just think about it. Like, how do I know that the whistle that Roy hears is the same whistle that is the same whistle? Like, I don't know. Or do we have different whistles so that what we hear is not the same, even though we don't actually think about it? I need concrete. Here, let's pull off some of these conveyor belt poles here. Like, how do we know UK train whistles are the same? Even if they're made by the same company, they could be tuned differently. Yeah, I think that's all the conveyor belt poles I got. Let me see if I can snag a bag of concrete here. Nope, I guess I've got all my concrete off at the other station. So I don't really need it. Yeah, I mean, just stuff like that. Like, I know it's fun philosophical questions and all, like, how do we know that we see the same colors? Or how do we know that we hear the same sounds? Or stuff like that. But sometimes you do wonder. You've heard European passenger train whistle. They sound different than American trains. So they are different. Very interesting. Okay, then I want a merger here. There. Then we put you here. Perfect. So now we have tons of copper sheets heading into the machine. So now whenever I need copper sheets, I can just run back, load them up, run out to my station out there, and deposit them. Look at that. This is efficiency. Rick Steves shows. Okay, yeah. Man, I like Rick Steves. I don't think he travels anymore, does he? Is he still on the air? It's a great way to actually see places. Besides your own travels. Nice. Where have you been? Who here? Okay. Show of hands. Who actually knows Rick Steves? Who knows what I'm talking about? He still does shows? Oh, wow. I know he's not exactly young anymore. But good on him for still getting out there. Don't really see any good reason to make them different. Not like their purpose depends on it, but still does. Still like a second of a loud beep, so it doesn't matter. True. I mean, I don't know, because I don't really see a great reason to do it, but I also understand that like sound engineers do a lot of work behind the scenes that nobody ever thinks about. Like car noises are all designed by sound engineers. Not just the Lamborghini engine revving or the Harley Davidson sound, but like all car noise is designed by an engineer right now. England, France, Greece, Italy, Germany, Austria, Ireland, Wales. Wow, we've been all over. But yeah, like, what was it? Like I said, there's a lot of work done by sound engineers to make sounds pleasing to the ear, and a lot of different nations and the different countries see sounds differently. So what sounds good to an American may sound bad to a British person, which may sound indifferent to Russians or Germans or so on and so forth. Don't some cars have to play engine sounds over speakers? I think they do. Sometimes. Okay, let's plumb all this in. Yeah, I think sometimes they play noises over speakers. I know they also use certain baffles and dampeners to tune out certain frequencies, so that way, like, you don't have a loud, high whiny car. You end up having more of that bass growl that people associate with power. You've heard American horns are pitched to F or F sharp. Huh. Okay, here's a fun fact you may not know. Some of you might. If you've taken physics, you know this one, but if you have not taken physics, you have no idea. Electricity sounds different in other countries. Bet you never thought about that. But yes, electricity sounds different in America than it does in England. Or I think England and a lot of other countries are similar, but yes. For most of the world, it's actually different than America. Electric cars play engine noises over speakers. Okay, yeah, that one makes sense. For some reason, you thought you said taste better. It does do that, too. You know, I get that nice texture to it. I blew myself up. AC versus DC. Not that. It's not AC versus DC. It is, in fact, the voltage. So, in America, it is the AC, but it's the frequency of the AC current, I think. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. So I know in America, we use 120 volts, where most of the rest of the world uses 220. Yeah, 50 versus 60 hertz. In America, the electricity makes a B-flat noise. You'll never be able to unhear it, but yes, B-flat is what our electricity is tuned to. Okay, there's that. That should be... I need to move it back one. But elsewhere, I think other countries' cycles of their AC current is set differently so that it doesn't actually... What is it? So that it makes a different pitch. So yeah, American electricity is tuned to B-flat. Other countries may not be the same. You never thought about that, did you? And you probably never need to know that. But there you go. If you're ever on a game show and you're asked what pitch does American electricity make, you now know the answer to it. Okay, there's all my concrete. Okay, so now I need to go back out here. I like this train. It took a long time to set up, but now that I have it, it's really handy to have. Okay. Then let's run you over here. And probably right about there. The Hertz thing makes showing American screens on European shows look weird and vice versa. Yes. Because, what is it? I'm trying to think of the Hertz thing. Because it shows a different, not a frame rate, but a different refresh rate for TVs. If horns were B-flat, life would be better with a joke of B-flat. Man. I get it. Joke musicians understand. No. Like, it's a lot of fun, actually, trying to figure out what frequencies things are. Okay, did this actually... I think that connected. Oh, Mr. B Natural. Oh, man, I haven't thought about that in a long time. And now I don't know if I want to think about it. Mr. B Natural from MST3K. That one was, okay. Who here actually knows Mystery Science Theater 3000? It's a great show if you haven't seen it before. They take old movies that are really bad and just laugh at them the whole time. I know some who have pitch perfect hearing. Oh, man. That's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Mystery Science Theater 3000, yes. It's a hilarious show. It's really fun. But basically, their whole goal is to take old movies, like B-rated monster movies, and they just poke fun at them the entire time. Most concert pitch instruments are about 440 hertz. Correction, not 400. 440 is A. Unless you are trying to tune to a more Baroque note, which is, I believe, 400. They redefine A to that. Unless you're an instrument that doesn't actually call notes by what they're called, including most of the brass section, where their, like, B-flat is, in fact, an A. B-grade, but not B-rated. Yeah, B-grade, not B-rated, correct. Just bad ones. But yeah, most concert A is 440 hertz. So whenever you play an A note, standard is 440, unless it's a pitch lower, which is 220, then 110, then 55, and then I don't know what the next one lower. And most saxophones, yes. A lot of brass and woodwind instruments do not actually call notes by their real name for some odd reason. But yes. Most instruments are tuned to A as 440, though there is some people who suggest that A should actually be 439 hertz. And I think there's even some that suggest it should be 434 hertz. I'm not really sure why the reasoning is to that, other than it's a little bit more pleasing to the ear. But yeah, we can't even agree on what a note is. When you can see the zippers of the rubber costumes of the monsters. Yeah, the MST3K pokes fun at. It's like, there's one that I watched was The Creeping Terror. It was supposed to be like this slime monster that runs around eating people. So, of course, the camera pans into the person getting eaten. They're like, oh, no, like horribly acting. And then they lie down on the ground. They like get themselves down on the ground. And then the people inside the costume, like it's just a bit of cloth draped over a bunch of people in this long costume. The people in the costume have to actually reach out through the costume and pull the person in, and the person has to help them pull himself into the costume to be eaten. It's just so bad, but it's just hilarious. Okay, let's pick up all the copper here. Yeah, Mystery Science Theater 3000 takes some getting used to, but I highly recommend it. For a trumpet, it's B flat because of how it is. Yep. You can tell it's a B flat because of the way it is. Or the pie plates on strings for UFOs, yes. Okay, back off we go. I guess I could automate this train to just drop off stuff forever. Let me do that, actually. Edit timetable. Okay, so I want... Which one's which? So I think Grisselham is... No. Okay, Borstega to Grisselham. Save changes. Turn on self-driving. There we go. So now it does it automatically, and I just have copper sheets coming in. Look at that. I'm so smart. I'm playing the game. I don't even have to touch the keyboard. Yeah. I like watching their movies. Lego Batman I still like. I still think that's a great movie. It's a bit cheesy, but I like it. Yeah, what are your guys' favorite movies that... Not favorite movies because they're great, but what's your favorite dumb movie that you like? Okay, so now this drops off here. Let's hop on out. I think I picked up... No, I didn't pick up copper sheets. So they'll get dropped off into this one, and then I just grab them. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta paint everything green. Go. So 111 is my green color. There we go. Now we're actually looking good. Man, I still love the bass groove on this song. I need to learn slap bass at some point. You see Night of the Iguana, where people have to keep lifting one leg to rest on a chair car bumper. Man, why do they have to do that? Why? Just, I don't know. It's weird. There's my copper sheeting. Why is there a bean on my refinery? Sir, what on earth? How did you get up here? What are you doing with your life? You don't even know. You don't have a brain in that tiny head. What are you doing, sir? Sir. Ah. Leggy beans. Living rent-free on my refineries. Okay, that goes there. Favorite dumb movie? Wrestler's Rhapsody. What's that one? I haven't heard of that one. Okay, so now let's keep building this out here. I want this to be here. There. I can break you. Elf. Oh, the Christmas movie Elf? Okay. It's a spoof of Westerns. Ah, okay. Well, speaking of spoofs of Western, has anybody ever seen The Villain? That's a hilarious movie. That or an actual Western, Big Hand for a Little Lady. That one I highly recommend you guys watch. Yeah. You've seen what? Yeah, you've seen The Villain? Okay, so these are all no power. Okay. Now the question becomes, do I actually have enough power for this? Or am I gonna burn it all here? So what are we looking at? Why is production dropping? That's not a good sign. So how many megawatts does each one consume? You consume, do you even say? You guys get to choose when to turn your grid back on. What do you mean? Okay, refinery takes... Why do you not... Oh, 30 megawatts. Okay, so each one takes 30 megawatts. I have 50, and that comes out to... So 30 times 50. 1,500 megawatt consumption. How much headroom do I have here? You just get to hope you can chuck fuel in the generators and hope you can do it quickly. Okay. So I'm producing... Oh, this is going to be very close. 5,000. So, yeah, 5,500 at its peak will produce 7,000. So the lowest I'm hitting is 71. I think some of my coal generators are probably breaking right now. I don't know why it's going on the fritz like that. So I think I'm going to be right at max here. So you know what? We're just going to run for it. Okay, so I need to draw a line off of you here. I'm missing quick wire. I have quick wire in my train. We go grab some of that. Where's my train? I think my train's over here. Yep, here it is. Okay, I need to wait for this to stop unloading everything. That movie's the original Pink Panther. I haven't seen that one. I've heard it's hilarious. Okay, quick wire. Not the chainsaw. Quick wire. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's pretty funny. Okay, so now Power Pole Mark II. Let's drop you right here. Yeah, I want this like right on the tip, if I can. Hold on. And I should be able to. Well, let me build a wall here. Thing to stand on so I can actually aim this better. And there it is. Okay, so now oh, I'm missing wire. Shoot, I need more wire. Yeah, we're gonna cut it real close with our power here. I might have to actually use the batteries some. I never actually used backup batteries on my first playthrough, and now I'm really regretting it, because they are very handy. Okay, there's the copper sheeting. I need wire. I need a lot of wire. Dumb movies, you say? Yes. Favorite dumb movie. Not a good movie. The dumb movie. Okay, so now this guy. You right about here. Across all DSP star clusters. That is a lot of megawatts. Herbie San Francisco 1. What is that one? Can't say I've heard of that. What's the plot of it? Okay. So I've heard of Herbie, the talking car movie. But I haven't heard of that one. Okay. And right here. Not one. What do you mean not one? All right, moment of truth. Do I run out of power here? It's a Herbie movie that takes place in San Francisco. Oh, so it is actually the Herbie talking car movie? I remember that. That's like an old movie, though. Man, that's a bit of a throwback. Oh, hold on. I can screw this one. So you go here. You go here. Oh, I'm missing cable. I need to go grab more cable. This is why I have the train. I can just run back and grab whatever I need. Herbie could think but not talk. Oh, I thought he could talk. Was that what it was? I thought he did talk. Okay, where's my cable? Do I have cable? I thought I dropped in some cable. I guess I didn't. I can make more cable. We can make cable. We have the technology. I can also make power shards. I'll do that real quick, too. Now, what was it? One movie I saw. It's a really weird movie, and I have no idea how it got a G rating, but Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That should not have gotten the rating it did. Knight Rider's kit could talk. Okay. Couldn't talk. Okay. For some reason, I thought it could. Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's a movie that scars you for life. $125 quintillion, 448 quadrillion, 169 trillion, 450 million, 697,408. It's not an even number. Okay, hold on. That's what I was doing. I was still wiring these up. Okay, so this goes here. It goes there. Okay. Now, yeah, it's such a vibrant color out here. I like that they turned up the saturation in this post-processing volume. Is it an even number? It ends in 8. Well, no, it's not an even 410 or even 400. That's what I wanted. Nice even 400. And now my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Okay. I was thinking, I wonder how hard it would be to make a mod for Skyrim VR. I guess you need the special edition modding creation kit, which they don't offer. Thanks, Bethesda. Okay. Oh, why? Stop. But no, do like a Skyrim, but if I take any damage, I explode. Oh, man, we are so close to max here. I need to go back and check why I think my turbo fuel is the problem. I'm not producing enough. Oh, hold on. I screwed up my wires again. That goes there. Perfect. And you... here. There we go. That if I say thing is kind of fun to do, but a lot of people have done that. So I think the next logical step to do is if you whatever, then explode. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, I need to go back and see what's going on with those. I don't think I have the power to wire up all of these. Okay, on back we go. After a little deforestation. Recommend Wrestler's Rhapsody. I'll have to look into that one. Because I still got to watch the Pirates of the Caribbean to make Nintendo Freak happy. No, I've heard it's a good movie. But I've never seen it. None of the 20,000 movies they got planned. Okay. No, I actually got my VR controllers charged. I want to play some Skyrim tonight. Skyrim is, I don't know, it's just a fun game to come back to every so often. Like, it's not tough. It's not stressful. After a while, you do everything, but then there's so much to do that you end up forgetting what all there is to do. And then you're like, oh, yeah, I like that game. And then you pick it up again. And you're like, oh, this is great. And then you're like, okay, I kind of did everything. Let's move on. But then after a while, you're like, oh, yeah, that was kind of a great game. I want to play that again. Okay. Let's head back over here. I wonder what happens if the trains cross here. I don't know if they can, like if they'll ever interact or if they just pass and phase through one another. No, I know Bethesda is still working on Elder Scrolls 6. I have no idea if that thing's ever going to come out. You say Caribbean and not Caribbean? Yes, it is Caribbean. What did I just call Pirates of the Caribbean? A movie that I've heard is great. That's about it. I've also said that they have 20,000 of them planned. Okay. So I forget what I needed to come all the way back here. Oh no, I need to check my fuel. I mispronounced it. No, it's Pirates of the Caribbean. Movie pronounced differently. No. See, it's everybody else that's wrong. See, it's always been Pirates of the Caribbean. You guys have just been too scared to mention it. Well, it's okay. I'm going to be here to champion the correct pronunciation of that movie. We'll all do this together. Now that Johnny is back in the good books. Yep. Now that Johnny Depp is able to play his parts again. Let me go see what my dogs have. You got anything? Oh, purple, yes. Purple slug and berries. I do not care about berries. But yeah, Nintendo Freak, I got the silver statue for pretty good pioneering. Next stop is the gold statue. And that one is going to be a very long time coming. He said it wouldn't work for Disney ever again. Makes sense. I'm sure they'll probably replace him and just keep rolling those movies out. Probably say that he had to change his appearance to avoid capture. The classic, he had to get plastic surgery to not be noticed line for swapping out actors. Oh, yes. Give me points. Give me your points. And explosive rebar is the way to go with this. I like it. You can 3-shot alpha stingers, 2-shot elite stingers, 1-shot all the baby stingers, 1-shot chargers, 1-shot. I think it's 2-shot for moose. No, it's 1-shot for little moose. 2-shot for big moose. Now, if Johnny Depp ever does work for Disney again, you can probably be assured that they paid him handsomely to come back. Yeah, I still need to get nukes. I haven't unlocked uranium yet. I remember my first playthrough of this game, though. I found the uranium nodes. I was like, okay, this is going to be useful, because I had piped in bauxite before, and it's like, okay, I need this. Piped in bauxite, so I decided to pump in a lot of uranium, but I misjudged how bad the uranium actually was, how dangerous it was to your character, and I ended up poisoning my entire base to the point where respawning instantly killed me. That was fun. So I have since learned not to mess with radiation until you get to that point. Plastic surgery in the late 1700s in Pirate Town, that would go well. Oh, yeah. Hey, where's my other turbo? No, hold on. Which one is the one that's dying? 'Cause these guys are full right now. Right? Yeah, you're dying here. Yeah, he's dying. Okay. So these are the ones that die. So I need... Yeah, you're empty. How is this happening? Okay, you're empty here. You're empty. Am I just not producing enough? Why am I running out of coal? What's going on? Something's gone wrong with this production line here. Hold on. What's going on? Nope, not that song. Let's do Strike the Earth. Why am I not producing compacted coal enough? I have 6 of these running. Oh, I'm drying up my sulfur. Crap. Well, I think... How am I gonna... Okay, I need... Oh, man. So... Okay, I need to go back. I need to go check out my sulfur node, see if I can up production there. So I can run in more sulfur, so I can make more compacted coal, so I can keep the power production high enough that I don't run out of power and end up needing power to actually run everything here. Okay, we got 9 power shards. Is the train nearby to here? Where is he? Where's my sulfur depot train? Because you're mining coal in central Pennsylvania. Yes. That's the good coal. The anthracitic coal is what you need. Which one is... Where is my... There's my sulfur depot. Where's my sulfur depot train? I don't know where he is. Yes. But I've actually studied blacksmithing, and I can say that there is different... Centralia. Oh, Centralia, Pennsylvania. Yes, okay, yeah. But no, having studied coal and blacksmithing a bit, because I actually tried my hand at blacksmithing for a bit, there is actually different grades of coal, if you don't know. There is anthracitic, bituminous, and subbituminous, I believe, is the 3 categories. Anthracitic is the hottest burning and the cleanest burning, and the other 2 categories are not really that well used because they burn dirtier and colder. Yeah, there's your fun fact for the day. Oh, here's my sulfur train. Remember that, Centralia? Come on. No. I don't remember that one. Okay. So I gotta check and see if I'm using up the full train here. If I am maxing out the train and I still need more, then I need to add another station. But if I'm not maxing the train, then I don't need to add another station. Okay, let's check and see. 179 items per minute. So I'm getting in 179 sulfur per minute. Stream Elements bot is running again. It's good to see. Okay. Yeah. How much can a train hold? Yeah, let's just head on back. Yeah, because it's emptying the entire thing, so I think I need to actually just up my sulfur production by a lot here. I wish, too, there's a glitch in this game that's kind of frustrating. Whenever you're riding in a train, if you're last holding a rebar gun, you'll actually shoot it. Whenever you... I think it's like through a save point. But yeah, sometimes you'll honk, sometimes you'll just explode. Okay. I like how I'm trying to build a adaptive control unit factory. And I still have yet to actually build one adaptive control unit. I haven't even made a computer yet. This is a very long thing. That's the coal mine that had a spark back in the 70s. It's still burning to this day. The town above had to be abandoned because their soil got too hot to walk on. Oh, man. Oh, those coal mine fires. I've heard of those. There's a few like that are still burning today. Those are dangerous and tragic. Like... It's just... Oh, man. Yeah, I've heard of that, where the pavement itself Like, you can see the heat waves coming off of it because it's so hot. Okay, on over here we go. Over to the sulfur depot. Forget what I have on that train. I think that's... No, I think that's coal. Yeah, I think that's my coal train for steel production for the heavy modular frame. And this one here. Eventually those are going to interact, and I don't know what they're going to do. Okay, how are we looking here? I know I can upgrade the belts. I think that's my problem, actually, is the belts are downgraded too far. I can't build. I can't do anything, actually. Okay, let me save and quit real quick, because my game glitched out. Exit the desktop and then relaunch. Yeah, I can't build, can't interact. All I could do is shoot the rebar gun, so something happened. Okay. This game, though, I feel like this game is intensively RAM heavy. Like, I found that if you... once you load it, it loads fast after that if you try and reload it before restarting your computer. So I feel like it loads a ton into RAM. There we go. Can I actually build now? I can. Good. Okay, so there's that, there's that. How are you doing? Are you even... You're not even overclocked. What am I doing with my life? And you're here... 300 per minute, so I'm still not overclocked, like maxing out that belt. Is there any sulfur nodes nearby I could belt in? 300 meters that way, up top. I mean, I could. Okay, we're transferring 100 and... Well, no, it's now it's more than 170, but I need a lot more. Okay. We're going for this one up here. So I need to do a miner mark 2. I need modular frames and the actual miners. Hi, Doge. Okay. Need modular frames. I don't think I can get any. Well, no. What do I have? Maybe I can make them. What do I need? Modular frame. I am low on reinforced plates. I can make some screws, and I think that'll let me make some plates. Okay, how many do I need for this? 3 to make 2. So to make 10, I need 15. That's how math works. That right there. Just tell your teacher that. You need 15 reinforced iron plates to make 10 modular frames, and they'll understand. They'll give you an A+. The history guy's an episode about the Centralia, Pennsylvania mine. Okay. I'll have to look at that. I like learning about history. History is a cool subject. Centralia. Yeah. Redbird is looping the bot. What bot is this? Okay. And with luck, there we go. My math was spot on, so now I make 10 of these. I can make my heavy modular, or I can make my whatever miner. That'll let me pump in even more sulfur. We'll just belt this one down because this one's way far out of the way and it's one belt. It'll be fine, I think. So let's do this. You can't help it. Is it Is my time come? Is this where I say the skill issue? Okay, so I need to get up there is where I need to go for my sulfur. Then I need to run it all the way down here, and I think there's a spider in these caves somewhere. Yes, I do not have arachnophobia mode on. Oh, what is this? This is pretty. I don't remember this. Go spelunking. Oh, there's a little spider. Hello. A couple others. They'll be fine. Any more spiders? No, that's just a bat. Oh, you're still alive. No, you're not. Fixed it. A little bit of lighting issues there, but, I mean, still not 1.0 release. There's a purple slug up here. Yes! I want the purple slug. I think there's still a couple spiders around here, but I don't see them. More power shards. Is there any way out of here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, down the water slide and back out the door. Hello, Doge. Okay, 300. Yeah, still 300 that way. I think it's at like the very top of the cliff. Oh, Alpha Charger there. Not too worried about him. Like the Elite Chargers and all them, they're not too bad to deal with. What is that red thing? Is that? I think that's a Summer Sloop, which I do not care about. These do nothing. Oh. Trains, the Chooster and train have collided. That's a new one. What is this? Oh, this is Caterium. Oh, it's a big spitter wants to be dead. What does the collision do? Okay, where is this thing? What does a train collision do? Let me check my map. Does it like knock them off the track, or do they just stop? Okay, I need 200 meters that way. I mean, I know meters is like a measurement a lot of people use. It go boom. Yes, boom, they go boom. Go to the place and you can put them back. Okay. Never had a collision before. Never really dealt with trains. I should probably find a better way to do that. Put block lights in there? No. Screw that. Okay, my sulfur node is really close by now. Are you a pure one? Please tell me you're pure. Oh, you're normal. Eh. I mean, I'll take a normal. The light stop that from happening. Okay. Pick up hog remains. So yeah, let's run you. So I need a Miner Mark II up here. And I need power. Okay, so that goes there. Can I even do this? I'm gonna go see ya. See ya, take care. Okay, so this. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I'm running low on encased beams. Dang it, I do have to actually go back. Oh, there's a blue power slug. I want it. I'm falling through the thing. Come on, stop. There we go. And back down we go. Do I have any bacon? I have berries, not bacon. I guess berries will work. Keep me a little alive for now. Okay, so I need to run power up, and I need encased industrial beams. Okay, so let's get the power lines running up. I can just, well, yeah. Let me just run, I guess, a Mark III belt instead of a Mark IV for now, and then I can come back and upgrade them later. Okay, let's go all the way over here. Then once I can get a vertical view of the cliff, I can just string this up that way. Okay. Wire is too long and floor is too steep. All right, Mr. Poisonous Plant. Nobody likes you. Go away. Okay, let's go up here. I mean, I'm not too worried about... Well, I guess... Oh, shoot. They are running my sulfur. All of my sulfur. So I kind of have to take care of that kind of fast. Okay, there's that. Okay, let me go fix it. Dang it, trains. Why you gotta be dumb? Recipe that you heard of? Yes. Okay, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Yellow power slug. I'll take it. Oh, they do come off the train. That's actually kind of cool. So how do I fix this? Oh, you just press E on it. Oh, that's easy. Okay, so now how do I do a block light? How do I do this? I've never done this before. Block signal. He's trying to kill me. He's not trying to kill me anymore. Why are you not there? I'm stuck. I'm not stuck. Train back. Is it happy? Okay. Press E to drive. Turn on self-driving. There you go. He's back alive. I use bacon fat instead of bacon grease chocolate chip cookies. Where is it? Hold on, I'm trying to follow this. Use bacon fat instead of butter. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Missing a circuit board. I can't even do that. Well, hold on. This is my sulfur train. So you will have self-driving. Go. And I need to go run over. Okay, stop running. It'll be easier for all of us if you just stop. Thank you. So I need to go back to my base, grab some circuit boards from my computer factory. Then I can build the block light. Just put it ways back. Related to the Steam Cloud, DSP saves can get over gigabytes, so they can't use the Steam Cloud. Oh, man. That does not sound like a great thing. I always like exploding these guys. They go flying. Okay, so hopefully my sulfur doesn't derail, because otherwise I'm going to have to start dipping into my batteries. That's for one save, not the entire game. Okay. Oh, wow, that means it's even bigger. How are we doing on power? We're still okay. Did I use any battery? I didn't actually see. Nope, we're still at 100%. That's good. So now I need to go back here. We got to grab some circuit boards. Let me check and see how many points we got to. How are we doing on points? 4, not bad. Up to 6 total. Only 144 more to go before I get the gold statue. Which is like a couple trillion points in R&D. Okay, so way over here is my computer factory. Yeah, my plan is to run a train from my computer factory over to... well, no, hold on. I'm planning on setting up a computer factory at the adaptive control unit base. Because I'm going to need a lot of computers, and I'm already making the plastic and everything there, so might as well. Okay. on up over here. I don't know how many this is producing per minute. It's not a lot. I think it's like 3. So I can always make more at my new base. The heavy modular frame, I think, is still not tuned perfectly, but it's just idly producing a lot. Oh, there's a train right behind me. I've been run over. Yeah. So let's just ride this in. This will get me faster. There, faster, and then my computer is right there. Where did my gun go? There's my gun. Yeah, we're running really dry on sulfur right now, which is not good. Production is an even 71.25. I don't think it should be that. 77, yeah, 3.11 computers per minute. But we have a lot of them now. Now let's head back over to the block signal thing. I'm glad that they don't make you rebuild the train, like start over from scratch. They can just interact with it to fix it. Yeah. So right over here. Takes a while to hike all the way there. Maybe sometime I'll play Brawl on stream too. Kind of like Brawl. It's an older game, but it's still kind of fun. Yeah. Let's go stop the trains from running over each other. Yeah, if it's over a gigabyte per save, I can't imagine how dense the entire game is. That would eat up a lot of storage real fast. Okay, so right over here is my base all lit up. The first big factory I built. So proud of it. Like, it's organized. It's actually clean looking. It's not just spaghetti. Yes, the silver statue in the light looks really good. I like it. Now I gotta run all the way back over here, back to the intersection, which is down by... Where is that exactly? I think I want to go up here. Right past the truck. Because I think it's out this way somewhere. Actually, hold on. It's along this track. Yeah, so yeah, it's right along here, so I should see it eventually. Now, block signal. I have everything I need. Oh, I see how it goes. So it kind of attaches, and then if it's off to the right... I sees it. And I assume I want to put one going one way, like put it on each side, but only on one train. Okay, there's that. Oh, hold on. Yes, this way. Like that. And then we'll put one over here to... like that. I think that's how you do it, right? So that way they face you. Block has no exit signal. Where? Path? Is this what I need? The path signal? Or, hold on. What? How do I use this? What do I do? I set this here? Is that what I need? Path block cannot contain stations. Put it before the intersection. Isn't that where the block signal goes? Right here? Right? Or is that not what you do? Does it go on this side? An arrow facing direction the train goes. Yeah, like that. Okay, so block signal is right here. Oh. Okay, I've blocked the train. How do I enable you go again? Okay, so path. Right, the arrow direction is facing. But on all sides of the train. What? What do you mean all sides of the train? Alright, just intersection. Oh, so all four sides have it? Okay, let's let this go by. Like that goes there, then I want one here. And I want one here. They make this really confusing. And one there. Okay. Now how do I use the path signal? Okay, that. That's what I do? Nope, you're still not happy. I've now simply blocked everything from moving here. What am I doing? Does shooting the bean help? I'm sure that helps somehow. Okay. They all need to point in. They are pointing in. They're all pointing right to here. Shooting the bean will not help. Well, that's just a matter of opinion. Do they all need to join here? Like, do they all need to actually meet up? Or maybe that's it. Hold on. We do it that way. 7. So now we go over to here. Then you will disassemble you. Then I can say from here. Join there. Is that how I do it? I can toggle it. Hold on. Oh, so this has to join in here still. Too close to another switch. Oh, so it has to join like back here somewhere. I don't know if that was correct. You know what I could just do? You know what? You know what? I could just very easily do. Fixed it. Look at that. And that's how you play Satisfactory. So I can get rid of the block signals. I don't need those anymore. See, look at that. That's how the professionals play this game. Why are my trains moving? Oh, because they were blocked. You think you know why it didn't work? Aside from me having a skill issue, do you have an answer? Okay, let's find a song to play here. Here we go. Think they need to merge into one track at some point. Okay. So this is just so much easier then. Okay, so now, hold on. Oh, that's right. I'm working on the sulfur still. So let's head back to the sulfur depot. I need to head back up there to produce my sulfur so I have enough coming in to be turned into compacted coal so I can actually make the power I need to keep the machines running so I can add more machines to add more power. It just makes sense. head back up here. Thankfully, I'm already drawing the power up. Did I grab... In all of that, I did not grab any encased industrial beams. How did I do that? Gotta run all the way back for encased beams. 1 second. I'm a professional. Okay, nice sunrise here. Oh, I'm out of gas. Look at that sunrise, though. It is pretty. Yeah, maybe someday I'll learn how to do trains like that, but I kind of like just running multiple tracks. It's a lot easier, too. Because that way, you don't have to worry about collisions or trying to time everything or block signals or any of that. You just run the train and go. Just takes more resources. Okay, so now I need to run back over here. I need encased industrial beams, which I think, have I picked them all up already? No, hold on, I still have more. I have more in my base. Let's go grab those. But no, sometime in the future, I do want to actually set up a satisfactory, like a Grand Prix. I think that would be so much fun to do. Like, not give everybody the ability to hit each other, because I don't think that would be as fun, but like basically set it up so that you have to drive across the entire map around in a circle, stopping at certain checkpoints to pick up items. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. Okay. Over here. I probably don't even need this third producer. This third miner or whatever. I should be okay probably without it, but I'm going to get it anyway. Okay, so I think I want the 900 on the right is where I'm aiming. Okay, closing in on it. I think there's just a few critters along the way we could pick up for points. I think I grabbed this down ship as well. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Almost there. Oh, there's a little spider. Oh, no, that's a big spider. Gotta be a big dead spider in a second. There we go. Got him. Yeah, they're not bad. I do like not playing with Arachnophobia mode just because, like I said before, it's so hard to find the hitbox in Arachnophobia mode. There'd be many times I just unload like 30 to 45 shots into the spider and it'd just keep coming. Because it turns out I'd missed them all because I couldn't actually see where he was. Okay. Now you connect there. Now I need to figure out how to get power up to this thing. And let's run the power line to here. There we go. Found it. Okay, we now have sulfur production. I'm also slowly dying here to smoke inhalation. Yeah, this is actually kind of bad. There we go. Ooh, that was almost kind of bad. Okay, so I want you to sit right about there. And that, I have to do this all from afar so I don't die. Okay. Then we can head down here. You here. Good. Then here we go. We connect these. Perfect. We now have a sulfur belt running all the way down. And I can connect these up. And I think, actually, I can just run it into the top one. I can bypass the merger altogether. Should work out pretty well, I think. Perfect. There goes all the sulfur. And we now look at all that sulfur coming in. We are set on sulfur now. So now I have all the power I need. Well, not all the power I need, but I have a lot of power from that. So now I need to head back over to where I was. Back to my thing for oil here. Back over to the adaptive control unit farm so I can keep working on that. Need to head over to Borstega. Something's trying to kill me. Charger, I think. I do honestly hope they add bosses into this game. Like, have, I don't know, just a little big, massive spider as a boss. Yeah, like a flying dragon would be great, but just bosses that drop a rare mineral or something that you need to complete a build or something. Like, that would be fun. Like, you could still buy the item from the ticket shop, so you don't have to kill the guy, but, like, make it kind of encourage that you do. I just want big enemies to fight. I feel like they would fit right in here. Okay, back over to here. Ouch. Yeah, maybe someday I'll actually learn how to run the train signals. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the nice part is once I load up all the things here, then they just kind of sit idle and don't consume power. I haven't seen the giant crab, have I? You talked about it, that they featured it in one of their clips, but they never actually used it in anything. It's still unused. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned it, but I have not seen it, no. I still think a flying enemy would fit in pretty well with this game. Like, just a tiny little dragon. Like, make it a little bit weaker than, like, a base charger or a base spitter. But I feel like it would do well here. Okay, so you connect here. You connect here. Thankfully, none of these are overclocked, so I don't need to change up my math or anything for that. But no. Unless you're talking about the giant crab from, okay, I honestly have to wonder now. Was the giant crab supposed to be in the game, or was that an allusion to the Sony giant crab incident? Or PlayStation 1? Who remembers that? Honest question. Like, does anybody remember that? Was meant to be in the game? Okay. So you're producing fuel now. Oh, look at that. 66 versus 77. We are close. But no, does anybody actually remember the E3 giant crab PlayStation incident? Because that was like a thing for a while, I remember. Look at that. They're all actually wired. I did my math correct. But no, basically what happened, if you don't know, like the PlayStation people were putting out a new game. They were billing it as like a realistic combat game. So as he was in the middle of saying, like, this is the most realistic fighting game you will ever see, like, a 20-foot tall crab walks onto camera. Yeah, you can look it up, but basically, like, they're billing it as this realistic game that, like, it'll be so lifelike. It'll be amazing. It'll blow your mind. And then a 20-foot tall crab walks onto camera as he's saying, "This will be very realistic." And everybody just died laughing then. Okay, so now let's plumb these all in here. I'll paint all my pipes and machines later, I think. I want to paint them to kind of distinguish what they're making. Like all the ones producing heavy oil here are producing fuel. I'll paint yellow. All the heavy oil ones will be purple. Okay. There's all that. Keep going here. Okay. Yeah, this is taking a lot of resources to do this. I hope this is worth it. I'm probably building this entire factory for nothing because I'll probably never need adaptive control units ever again. I actually don't think I will. I think adaptive control units are one of those things that once you complete the space elevator for it, you actually don't need them. Versatile framework, I think you do. A couple others you do. I think this is like the one you don't. Anyone else find the 9-cat music kind of calming? Not really. I think the Wii music is calming, but... Okay, I gotta say though, the Wii Sports music is really good and very underrated. Like, listen to this. You can't tell me that you don't feel so proud of yourself when you listen to this. Like, look at that. I mean, how do you not just feel like, yeah, I did this when listening to this? Okay, so there's that. So now I need to combine these together. I think for these, what I want to do is just draw the line out here. Put that there. Okay. Do that. And what makes you want to T-pose? Don't ask. I'm asking. I mean, you mentioned it, so now I'm very curious why the Wii music makes you want to T-pose. I mean, you can't just bring something up like that and then expect me not to acknowledge that it happened. Okay. Now I have questions. So now... So like it was in a YouTube video. Okay, there we go. Oh, what T-posing to the Wii victory music was? Wii Sports victory music? How did that, like, what combination would... That is a very confusing video. Okay, there's that. Oh, I missed my jump. That. There we go. Oh, hold on. I want the actual colored pipe. Then we'll load up. Let's load up some here. Yeah, I'm down to 25. I need so much. There's honestly over 1,000 copper pipe just in plumbing here alone. Okay. I'm out of copper pipe. I need to go back to my thingy and make some more. Look at this farm here. This is majestic. Alright. Burger, whatever, drop off. Where's my copper pipe? Here we are. Why is there no take all button here? Every other storage unit has a take all button. Why do you not get one here? I don't get that. And why is the bean still up here? What are you doing? Mr. Leggy Bean, sir. Look at that. Not a thought in that empty brain of his. Okay, so here's all my fuel production. Now we'll wire this together here. Now I need to combine these here. Good, that goes there. So now I can plumb these up. Okay, good. Yes, so much fuel production. I'm gonna have so much power after all of this is said and done. I'm looking forward to it. I probably can ride this all the way to atomic age if I wanted to. Probably won't need really anything else. Okay, so that goes there. We'll delete you just to make it look a little nicer. There we go. So now we have fuel being produced. I could burn this if I wanted to. How far is the sulfur node? I think I grabbed the nearby ones to send over to the other section. They're not close. Oh shoot, over 15. Oh man. Holy crap. Oh man. So we have a sulfur node here. Holy crap, that's a long way away. Do I want to train it? I don't know. Should I make a train for this, or should I just burn the fuel? Let's see here. Let's see how much fuel I'm producing, actually. So we have 50 of these producing residual fuel. I don't know why that one... Why aren't these selected? Oh, shoot. I gotta select... Okay, that one is there. Residual fuel. I guess I missed a few. So each one of these is producing 40. I have 50. So that would be 200, I believe. If my... Yeah, because 5 times 4 is 20, then you add the 2 zeros. So we're producing 200 fuel per minute. Then what? Okay, let's see here. So turbo fuel takes 6. 6 doesn't go into 200, so that's going to be uneven. Unless I make one extra and downclock it. I could do that or overclock one. So turbo fuel takes 6 fuel and 4. Okay. I don't know which one's better. Burn the fuel or turbo fuel it and then burn it. I don't know. I guess I could... If I want to do this, though, probably turbo fuel would be the better option. Because it'll give me more. That's my thinking. It'll get more power for it. Like, more fuel in total. But I got a built-in coal and... Where's the nearest coal node? Okay, are you all done? Are you all... Okay, you're not selected. I don't understand why some of these are and some of these aren't. Okay. Coal, not 1,500. Shoot, this is a very long ways to go for coal. So 2,000 yards is the closest coal I have, which is way over here. I haven't even been to this part of the map yet. Well, I have, but it's underground, kind of. So, I don't really want to stream that much longer either. I am gonna make it turbo fuel, I think. We'll do it as turbo fuel. Okay, let me make sure these are all set up. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to train in all the stuff that I need for that tonight, I don't think, because that's going to take probably another 1.5 to 2 hours to do. But here, let me mark it on my list so I know to do it. So I need at least 2 trains, like do 5 boxcars each just to make sure I have enough. So I need 4 train stations, 20 total of those. There, I have everything I need marked down on my list, and it's a lot. Man, just one mega factory here is such a thing to build. It's a fun challenge, but it's a big challenge. Okay, you're not producing residual fuel. How are we doing on our power anyway? I don't know if we peaked it or not. Let me check real quick. After the autosave. No, we haven't maxed it. Max consumption is 13,911.4 megawatts. Well, that's max consumption is a little bit higher than I should probably want now, but that's okay. It's not really leading to anything. Okay, let me just double check that these are all selected here. But yeah, I do love this game a lot. It's chill, no stress, no stakes. Just go at your own pace and have fun. Which, there's a lot to be said for that. Okay. So, I think this is the last line here to check. After this line, I'll call the stream. Who knows? Thinking of the sponsorship talk earlier. Who knows? Maybe Coffee Stain Studio will sponsor me. I highly doubt they'll ever actually see any of my content, though. Okay. There's that. I think we're all set here. Yeah, it's a nice, kind of organized factory I got going here. A lot more organized than my first playthrough. But yeah, this is, I like this a lot. We'll call it here, I think. This has been a lot of fun. I will be streaming this week, Thursday and Friday on Twitch. So, Thursday we'll be starting at 10 again. I want to try Warlords again. I feel like I didn't give it a fair shot. And that is totally on me, so I'm going to be giving it another shot this coming Thursday. Friday, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I might do some more Satisfactory. Yeah, I want to give it a fair shot. I feel like I went into it with a bad mood, which is on me, and I apologize. So we'll try it again. But yeah, Friday, I don't know what I'm going to do, and then we'll be back Sunday. I believe this coming Sunday is the last of the month, which means that, yep, this coming Sunday is going to be the Smash Ultimate stream. So get excited for that. Start prepping, start practicing, or just be Donkey Kong and cargo carry everybody off the cliff. Whatever you want to do. But other than that, that's about all I've got for today. I shall see you guys next time. Take care.